Well, welcome back, fellow treasure hunters and thrifters. In today's video, I find this animated Elvis figure. He sings and he dances, and I think if you push the right combination of buttons, he vacuums your rug and he cleans your dishes. I'm not sure about that though. But I'll let you see more of him when we get inside the video. But for now, we got to get started because there's a lot of cool stuff I find. Come on, follow me. Well, good morning, everyone. We're only a few minutes from starting our thrifting adventure, but I want to give you today's trivia question. Later on in this video, I find these little miniature houses. They're made by KLM. Well, I thought that would make a really good question for today because the answer is pretty interesting. In what year were KLM houses first produced? And this is the fun part of the question. What company hands them out? Well, I'll give you those answers later on in the video, but for now, we got to get thrifting.
I was on my way driving down to Fort Lauderdale when I figured I'd stop into a Goodwill that I haven't been to in months. And I usually have some pretty decent luck here, so let's go see what I find. Come on, I'll grab a cart, then I'll meet you on the first aisle. The first aisle at this store happened to have a whole bunch of their toys on it. Well, the first thing I saw was this plush little monster. He's from the movie Toy Stories. I think his name is Boo. He was going for just $2.99, and online they go for $15. So I said, why not? I'll take him. Right around the corner from the toy aisle, I came across this box that said The Cup of Destiny on it. It had all the pictures of the Zodiac, and it said it was for fortune tellers. They wanted $7.99 for it, but they go for $30 online. I walked around a few more aisles, and then I came across this Hello Kitty note holder. It was pretty cute. They were asking $1.99 for it. I don't think I'm going to get rich on it, but maybe $12, so I put it in my cart. Well, next up was this aisle, but there was nothing I could find on here that I was even a little bit interested in. So I decided to head to the back of their store because I saw a wall of games, so I wanted to check that out. Well, it turned out that they did have a lot of games back here, but most of them are the run-of-the-mill games that I couldn't make any money on. But then I saw these two Pac-Man games. They were in really nice shape. It turned out one of them was actually in new condition, so I definitely wanted that. They were only asking $4.99 each for them, and online they go for $25 to $30. This should be a pretty easy sell. So they went in the cart pretty fast. As I was waiting online to pay for all this stuff, I noticed those two books on the bottom shelf. They said Walking Dead Compendium on them. So I definitely wanted to get a closer look at them. So I said to the girl, show me these. Well, as soon as I saw them up close, I knew I wanted them. They were in great condition. And when I checked them online, they go for about $25 each. They're mine.
Well, it's almost time to be heading to the second store today. But as usual, I have a little announcement here. Subscribers to my channel, they get to sit up in the front seat, and everybody pretty much knows that by now. Non-subscribers have to sit way back there because that's the rules. Well, by mistake last night, I left the two back windows open, and you can see it's raining, and it's still raining now. So it's my fault a little. Well, all the non-subscribers got soaking wet. Yeah, they're just wet. They're complaining a little, but it's not my fault. All I had to do was click the subscribe button, and they'll come up here. Okay, well, we're going to be heading to the next store, and I'm going to leave the windows down, hoping that maybe that'll dry them off a little. You never know. Okay, let's get heading to that next store. Uh-oh. The road is rising. Oh, they're in trouble. I guess I left the windows open just a little too long. Okay, let's get heading to that next store. Don't yell at me, it's your own fault.
When I got to this store, I noticed up on the top row that vase. It was carnival glass. I really liked it. But then I saw it was $19.99, so I put that back. Next to it was Elvis, and I'm pretty good friends with Elvis. Hey, how you doing, Elvis? Well, this one played music and danced, and it was only $6.99. Here, watch. Well, after seeing and hearing him, I wanted him even more now. This aisle didn't look very promising, but as I got further down it, I noticed something I hadn't seen in a long time. It was this Sony Walkman. Now, even if these don't work, they could go for $20. So I picked it up. It was only $2.99, and it went home with me. I walked around the corner to this part of the aisle, where I saw these three miniature houses. They were pretty nice looking. They were marked KLM on the bottom, and when I looked them up, they were going for between $20 and $30. Now, Goodwill was only asking $3.99 each for them, so that was a pretty good price. So I definitely was going to take all three. Now, I'll tell you more about these later, but for now, let's continue thrifting. On this row, all I saw was coffee pots and teapots and more coffee pots and more teapots. So I think it's time to go to the next row. There were plenty of baskets to see on this aisle, but I wasn't interested in them right now. But what I did see that I liked was this bicycle planter. It was only $1.99. Now, I don't think it'd sell for a lot of money, but you know what? This is one of those items that I just liked it, so I picked it up. I was walking towards the cashier when I noticed this NASCAR banner. It said Martin Truex on it. It was 3 foot by 5 foot long. They were asking only $4.99 for it. This has to go for $25 online. So it joined the rest of my stuff. I was pretty happy with what I found at this store. So I discussed it with Elvis, and he said it was time to head to the last store today. So off we went. See you guys out in the car.
Well, it's time to head to the third and final store of the day. And then after that, you're on your own. I know you won't have as nice of a day, and I won't either because we won't be together, but make the best of it. Oh, and another thing, if you see anything in my videos that you're interested in buying, just click the eBay link below. You'll be taken to my store, have a look around, and maybe you'll find something you want to buy. You never know. But for now, we got to get heading to that last store.
At this last store today, they were having a 10% off sale for seniors. Now, if I could only find a senior. Oh well. I came across this wearable fan. They were asking $8 for it, but online they go for $30. And it is Senior Citizen Day. As I was walking towards the toy section, I noticed this group of action figures up on the top shelf. Well, the only one that interested me was this little guy. Well, it turned out his name was Soundwave. He was one of the Mighty Mugs. They were asking $5 for him, but online he goes for $25 to $30, so I wanted him. Well, this row didn't start out the greatest, but towards the end of the aisle, I saw those two cats. See their heads sticking out of the basket? Well, I had to see what they were. Turned out they were salt and pepper shakers. Actually, the basket was full of about 5 or 6 salt and pepper shakers. Now, Goodwill was asking $5.99 for them, and I figured that was not a bad price for this whole basket. So I took them, and now it was time to leave, so I headed up to the cashier.
Well, guys, it's almost time for me to be heading home. Yeah, I'm hungry. I want to go to dinner. But first, I'm going to give you the answer to today's trivia question. KLM houses are distributed by Royal Dutch Airlines. Yeah, they really are. The airline gives them out to their business class and their international travelers. There's a little bit of gin in each one, and that's how you mix your drinks. That's pretty interesting. Well, they started it out as a novelty, and now the demand is so high for them that they have to make them, but they only make one a year. And they started in the 50s, so there's 102 of them out there right now. Okay, well, that's it for today. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Please share this video with a friend. Most of all, stay safe out there, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.